In this video, we're going to talk about how to tune our guitars. Tuning your guitar is super important, especially as a beginner, because you could be playing the right things, and if you're out of tune, it's going to sound bad, especially if you're starting chords. So let's take a look at how to tune your guitar with a tuner, and then we'll take a look at how to tune your guitar to itself, which is if you don't have a tuner. So this is the tuner that I use. It's called ClearTune. You can see that it's got some stuff happening as I'm talking. What you're going to see as you play a note on the guitar is there's a needle up in the top that's in the white bar, and it's going to be like your fine tuning. And then down at the bottom, this wheel is going to be like less fine tuned, but tell you what your note is going to be. I'm going to start with my low E string, and when I play that, so you can see that that's like barely even an E. It's somewhere between E and E flat. And up here, it's telling you that it is way, way, way flat. Well, it's telling you on the white bar that it's not even close. What we want to look at first is here. We want to get that close to E. So I've got a ways to go. Now, when my guitar is low, and this is going to be the same for when you do this to tune the guitar to itself. When the sound is too low, you'll take the tuning peg and push the top away from you. You can hear how the sound gets higher. So when you start, you're going to want to make small movements, but it's got to be big enough that it's actually moving the sound, and you can pluck it and move it at the same time. I would suggest using the left hand to tune and the right hand to pluck, because it's just going to be easier than reaching and back and reaching and back. Let's look at it again with a tuner. It's actually really pretty close now. You can see that it started a little bit high and then kind of sank into place. That's actually okay. It's also the distance of the guitar to the tuner, and it's kind of maybe the strings on this guitar are a little bit old right now. So that's actually all right. You can do that with the rest of your strings. If you start at the one that's closest to your face, that's the low E, and that is E, and then you've got A, a little low. Sometimes it jumps a lot at once. Try to always come up to the sound. So you want to be a little bit under, and then basically lock it in place. There we go. You can look at the fine tune. It's called sense up there. So like you want to be on 0. It's not really good enough to be close. You want it to be on 0. So that's a little bit low still. I'm going to do the rest of these and then tell you how to do the guitar tuned to itself. When we talk about tuning the guitar to itself, you're going to go from the 5th fret of the lower string, and that will be the exact same sound as the open next string. So if you're on the low E string, everything's going to be tuned to this string. So if your E string's out of tune, your whole thing's going to be out of tune, but it'll all be out of tune the same way, so you can still make music. So you've got E, and the 5th fret on the E string is actually A. Wow, same note. So the 5th fret, that's here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5th fret E is the same as open A. It's the same. I just tuned it with a tuner. This is going to be a little bit, you have to use your ear, so there's the possibility that you can be off, and it's not going to be perfect until you have a really great ear, which could be a while. So 5th fret E is A. 5th fret A is D. 5th fret D is G. Now, in order to tune the B string, we have to go to 4th fret on G. And then when we tune the high E string, it's 5th fret on B. And like I said, these are close. That's a way that you can do it pretty quickly, but I really would recommend a tuner when you start out. So keep those guitars in tune. That's going to be the way that you want to play because it's going to sound the best. All right. I don't always say it, but I always mean it. Like and subscribe.